Hey guys! It has been forever since I have come on here and done a live. And I want to show you these cute little things that I got today off of Amazon. I made a mistake though, and excuse my stuffiness, I have a cold. So I ordered these Santa bags thinking that I was getting 18 by 24 inches, and no, they're centimeters. So I'm gonna make it work, but I'm gonna order larger Santa bags as well. But this is obviously using our ink. So I think these are gonna be cute little gift bags. So you could fill these with cookies or fill them with a gift with somebody. Does have a drawstring at the top. These are actually really nice quality. They're nice and thick. But I just did this one with our ink, and then I'm gonna show you, I actually ordered these small ones that I'm going to do one for you here. So I'm using our ink mat, and this was one of the long ones that I've just cut down to make it work for different size things that I'm doing. I'll get this one out of the way because it's sticky. Oh, this one was damaged, so it was getting stuck there. The nice thing about using the ink mat is this is sticky. Hi, Kristen. So because it's sticky, it's gonna actually, I can push our material down to it, and then it's not gonna move. And I may need to get another squeegee here. I just got a whole pack of new squeegees, so let me open this one up and I'll just cut it down because my other squeegees are in the basement. Okay, so this is how our squeegee normally comes. I like to cut them in half just because I think they fit better into the jars. Okay, so all I'm doing is rubbing this down really well so that it sticks, and then I can actually smooth out any bubbles. Okay, and then you're gonna do the same thing with your transfer. So I don't want there to be any air bubbles. So I'm getting it stuck down nice and good. And the nice thing with the inks, you don't have to work quite as fast as you do with the paste, but when you're using the inks, you don't want to go directly onto the actual open silk screen. You want to come up here onto the blue and then pull your ink down onto it. You know, I'm kind of tired of, we could do some fun colors for Christmas. Actually, we'll do red here. This is candy apple, so it's a bright red. Okay, so the key when you're doing this is you don't want very much, okay? I'm gonna be able to go back and pick up more. But notice how I'm starting up on the blue and then pulling the color down onto my piece. I can actually do the two in a different color as well. But because this is fabric and it's not going to dry nearly as fast, I can work a little bit slower. So that's the one thing I like about our inks. And I can see exactly where I need to go and add more color to it. Doesn't matter which direction I go, because I'm going to go back and make sure I don't have any lines. I'm trying to stay away from that too, because I think I'm going to do that in silver. Okay, so I'm just making sure that everything is covered like I said, I can kind of see pretty well there where I need to go. This bag is a little bit thinner than that other one I did. So I'll be curious as to whether or not this kind of seeps through. The nice thing too about using this mat is that if it does go through, it's getting on the mat. So I don't have to worry about it going to the back side of my bag or my piece that I'm working on. Just need a little bit more. And I know this looks a little bit more tedious because I am using so little, but believe me, I have seen it done the other way, and then the whole piece gets ruined because they've used too much. Okay. Wheel. Try to use the corner of this. I should have my multi-tool out, but it's in the basement also. I wasn't very prepared tonight, so my apologies. But I have a paddle auction coming up. If anybody is interested in tickets, November 10th at Walkerton Elementary. But I'm gonna obviously be focusing quite a bit on Christmas products with my Chalk Couture items that night. But I thought these would be cute. See, I just got a little bit of red on there. These would be cute little bags to put in the paddle auction. Okay, so let's peel and reveal. Yeah, I got a little red on there, but that's all right. It's homemade, right? It's not supposed to be perfect, but I think that's really cute. This would be great to put a gift card in. Okay, so then all you're gonna do, actually, let me get a piece before I... So once you take out the back, or the mat, I'm sorry, all I'm gonna do is take a piece of parchment paper and stick it between the layer, because you're gonna be able to see this when I take it out because it did bleed through, because this bag is pretty thin. Okay, so see on here how it bled through? And all you're gonna do, I'm just gonna let that kind of dry and then wipe it off with a paper towel. You don't want to clean it with any soap because it will remove the stickiness. But if you can see down in there, I don't want it to go to the back. So I'm going to stick a piece of parchment paper between that and just let it dry. And then once it is dry for at least 24 hours, then I will heat set it with my Easy Press, or you can use your ironing board. Okay, sorry, you can see my arms there really bad. Let's do the Noel one on this bigger bag. I can tell I really like, even though I messed up and bought the wrong size bag, this is a much, much nicer, sturdier bag. I'm getting stuff all over my table. Making a bigger mess of everything. The other thing when you're using the inks that you want to make sure of, I just had that on my fingers. You want to make sure it's not on your fingers, because when I go to stick this down, I don't want to be spreading any ink all over my bag. Okay, so let's use the Noel transfer. So for this one, I'm going to be using green and gold. My friend Gail did gold on this transfer, and I really liked it. Okay, so I have my gold. I'm gonna try and get in there and get the berries red. We'll see how it does. Oh, you know what? My multi-tool is up here. Thought it was in the basement. This is our multi-tool, which you can see it's just like our squeegee, but this is what I can actually use to get in there and get the berries without getting ink all over the place, okay? So I'm gonna start with the gold. Actually, no, I'm gonna start with the green. I lied. So I'm gonna do the Noel in green. This one, because the fabric is a little bit thicker, I do need to put it on a little bit heavier, but I'm still not going right on. I'm pulling it off of the blue. You know, it's a lot easier to use the paste when you're using multi-colors like this on a transfer, because if I mess up, I can wash it off, right? But when I'm using fabric and our permanent ink, that obviously is not an option. So you still have to be careful here. I'm trying to be really careful because I have ink all over this squeegee and it's gonna be all over my finger. Sorry for the news in the background. This hurricane and tornado stuff is crazy. This is a little bit more tedious, guys, but it's gonna look pretty cool. I'm excited about this bag. I have 4 of these bags, and then I just went on Amazon tonight since I ordered the wrong size and actually ordered the large Santa bags. That's what I was looking for because I want to do the reindeer and like the Merry Christmas. I have 2 holiday events that I'm doing in December that I thought those bags would be perfect for. I'm gonna have to wash my hands here in just a minute when I get done with this green because I don't want to transfer any of it over. So if I were using chalk right now, this transfer would have been totally dry. I would have been adding water to it to make sure it was staying wet. Okay. That little part of the L right there I can't get. That looks pretty good. All right. Trying not to touch the bottom of that. We're gonna do the gold. I think the metallic inks actually are a little bit different consistency. And so they spread a little bit different. you'll see that this transfer is stained. I don't have to worry about that, it's been washed. But what you can use is our eraser on it when you're cleaning it, and it works really, really well to get those darker color pigment. That's actually chalk on here, that's not even ink. Is the suspense here killing anybody? It's killing me. This is taking a little bit longer than I anticipated. Nothing like a little background music there, right? Okay, we're almost done with the gold. The nice thing is too, these pastes last a long time because you really are not using very much color at all on the transfers. Okay, so now I'm going to use my multi-tool. And try to not pull in any of the green. This side of the multi-tool is actually a scraper for your jars so that you can get all of the paste off, or the chalk off. Okay, so let's see how this one turned out. I'm making sure that I'm not touching that with, oh, that looks cool. Sweet. I love that. Okay, so again, I will let this dry for 24 hours and then I will heat set it. So you guys, that's the inks. I always like to start people off on the chalks because I think a lot of people can be really intimidated by this, but when you see how easy it is, again, the nice thing with the chalks is if you make a mistake, if you're using a chalkboard, then you can clean it off. So once somebody kind of gets the hang of the chalks, it's much easier then to introduce them to the ink and show them how cute and easy this is. So, you know, t-shirts, pillowcases, any type of canvas material. Like I said, I got these off of Amazon. And then I'm just going to run this under warm water and then let it dry, and then I can use it again. So really fun, super easy, and I think these are going to be really cute little gift bags that I can use at the holidays. So thanks for joining. If you have any questions about the inks, leave them on here and I'll come back on and answer them. And if you're interested in trying it out, I would love to help you host a show. So have a great Thursday night and we will come back to you very soon.